Okay, we are live. So you all can say hi to the world. We're going to give people a chance to come on in, although this is on YouTube. So for those of you that are watching the show via YouTube, please comment, let us know that you're there. Please share the stream so that we can support these beautiful 18-year-olds as we talk tonight. Hi, Narada. So we have,
Hey,
yeah,
Narada.
okay. So did you all share it already?
Oh, okay. I'm Kyla Wells. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and I attend the illustrious North Carolina Agricultural Technical State University.
Okay.
Who's going next?
I'm Janiyah Todd. I attend Columbia College in Chicago, Illinois. I major in vocal performance.
Mm.
I'm Sade Gaines. I go to Jackson State University, and I'm a journalism major.
Okay, you sound super excited, Sade.
I
thought you were going to say I thought you were going to say something like Kyla.
I love.
Your mom said hi. Isn't that perfect?
Princess.
Okay, so you all are in college, and I know that you all are having a totally different experience. Now, Kyla, you are on campus. Do you go to any of your classes, or all of your classes virtual?
All of my classes are virtual, all of them. So
Okay.
I'm in my room or like in a student center doing work.
Okay. Okay. Same for you. And then Naya's inside as well. Is your school looking to do anything different for the following semester?
No, ours is the exact same.
Well, some people have like in-person classes. All of mine just happen to be online, but I prefer
okay.
Yeah, I think Columbia is trying to make a transition, but
do you, although your classes are virtual, do you feel a bit robbed of the college experience, or has your school done a good job? Okay. Sorry.
The HBCU college experience.
Compensated at all.
The HBCU. I'm just like, I shared video on Snapchat, like how their homecoming was last year. I said they don't even 20 people on the plaza. Last year it was 1,000 something. It's so dead, but it's still fun. But I know if it was COVID.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure that you girls, number one, I know that all three of you are very creative, and I know that you're going to make the most of it while you are there. But tonight we are talking about living legends. And I know, Sade, when I was talking to you before, you didn't feel quite like you were much of a legend just yet. And I was telling you all that your legacy begins now. It is so crucial, like what you all are doing on campus, off campus. Is so important because it will affect you later on in life. And so I'm not sure if you all had an opportunity to catch any of the previous shows, but I started this series off with women that were in their 80s. And I wanted to close it out with you all that are 18. And like I sent you in the email, I want you all to understand that it is so important for you to use your voice and for you all to think about your future. And that I also wrote in the email that although I'm much older than you all, I can still learn from you. So we need to hear your voices. We need you to be creative. I know, Sade, you're journalism. You're in the journalism sector. Naya, you're going to be doing the music. And Kyla, what are you doing again, dear?
My major is marketing with a minor in journalism and communications.
Wow. So we have marketing, journalism, and being vocal. And every position that you all will be in will require you to use your voice. Right. And so I know, like, before we went live, for those of you that don't know, like Kyla, I told you I was going to put you out there since you tried to talk about my friend while we were offline. So I'm going to talk about you while we are live, about you and your tattoo. So this is one of my questions, because I'm going to let you show everybody this wonderful tattoo that you have. So my question to you all is this. Because at your age now, let me just say this. You've gone so many years with your parents telling you everything to do. And so now you all are at the point where you can make decisions for yourself. and for some of us, I'll just be honest with you all, for parents, it can be challenging for us to have grown children. So there is this balance that we try to have of giving you your freedom, but also understanding that you have to make your own decisions. So Kyla decided to get a tattoo. And so I'm sure that you didn't get anyone's permission because you're 18.
Yeah, I just called my mom. I was like, Mama, I'm at the tattoo shop. It was more like a I'm letting you know type thing, and now I'm asking. It was more I'm letting you know.
Okay. So there's a level of respect there. Like you feel as if you still want to let your mom know what you're doing. You're not waiting for her to say yes or no. It's just like, I'm telling you what I'm going to do. But you have to understand from our perspective, we are very protective. Okay. So quite naturally, we're going to think about it. What is this place's rating? Are they clean? And then Kyla, you showed them the tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
So would you say that tattoo is at 100%?
Is it 100% right now? Well, no, because it's still healing. But yeah.
You think that the person did a perfect job?
Did they do a perfect job?
Mm-hmm. And you're free to share if you'd like.
I feel like they did pretty good. Like,
okay. So you were satisfied with it. But did you feel did you feel as if you were disappointing your mom?
At first I was just like kind of over it. I was just like, I don't care. Okay. But then it's kind of like, yeah, she's probably kind of disappointed. Mm-hmm. But I think she got over it though. But it was, I'm pretty sure I did disappoint her a little.
But that's a part, that's part of your growth. And you all will see that. That's part of your growth, that you have to make decisions that everyone is not going to necessarily agree with. And right now you all are at an age now where you have to allow yourself to make those mistakes, but at the same token, still listen to those that are older, and not just older, but wiser. Mm-hmm. Because I know y'all look at us and y'all think we don't know anything. And it was so long ago that we were in college and that we don't know anything. And it's like, I want you all to always remember, although we are 40 and older, we have been 18, believe it or not. And I want you all to always remember this as well, that you are a part of your parents. So we can definitely point out the parts in us that are in you. So let me ask you girls this: who influences you the most? And it doesn't have to just be someone in your family. It could be anyone else, a teacher, a mentor. Who is the greatest influence for you?
Well, this might sound crazy, but I say myself. But not like my current self now, just the person who I know I can become.
So.
Okay.
And okay, Sade, since you said that, since y'all snapping, who is it that you see? Because I'm going to go deeper than that. Who is it that you see? The person that you're going to become, who is she?
Someone that goes after all of her dreams and doesn't procrastinate, like how I kind of do now. Someone that inspires not only younger women, because I feel like that's going to be my target, but other people. Yeah. And I see myself being a boss and not working a regular job. So when I wake up and when I do my work or I feel discouraged, I think about my future self and what I can accomplish.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I like that. Good answer. Okay, Janiyah, Kyla, who's next?
I kind of agree with Sade too about like thinking about what I know I will be and what I know I can be. So, but for like to give you an actual person, she's kind of like my god sister. Kind of, her name's Janerica Owens, and I think she's a junior now. She's a junior in college, but she started working with the NBA and NFL as an intern, like her freshman year of college. And she was in a bubble with the NBA, like with the basketball teams and everything. So she's like 20 years old and she's so connected and drives a Mercedes, bought her own car. Like she a boss, like for real.
Okay.
Like she networks. So I'm just like, ooh, like I know I can do these things and I know I can be as young as her. Like she's only 2 years older than me and she's doing so much.
Fantastic.
Someone who inspires me. I agree with them, thinking about your future self, really gets you motivated. But I also I love Fantasia. Like, if you know me, that's like my girl. So I keep up with her all the time. I just love how she grinds constantly. She gets on live like every Friday with like her husband, and like they just talk about different things. And I love her music. I love how she does tours. I just love everything about her. But also, my parents inspire me. I love how they handle the household. Like, since I'm older, I've been trying to notice these things. How they handle money, how they handle different things, and they inspire me.
That's great. So what are you all doing now to get, like, Kyla, I noticed that you mentioned the young lady is 20 years old and you call her a boss already. I think that's hilarious. What are you doing now to position yourself to become that? Like, what are your habits now? I know you all are learning in a different environment, but what are you all doing now to make sure that you are great at marketing, that you are great at with your vocals, with your singing career, that you're great at being a journalist major? Outside of the class work that you're doing, what are you all specifically doing to put you in that position to become the influential women that you so desire to be?
Well, every Thursday, so like today from 1 to 3, I'm a mentor to I think it's 3rd through 5th graders. And I'll read to them. And today we had our own little, I forgot, our own dream board, but it's virtually. So it was on like Google Docs. So I'm doing that to help build my journalism self, I guess.
Okay.
But for me, it's more of like networking, like me just getting out, walking around campus, and I speak to everybody. Like, people look at me crazy. I don't care who you are. I'm like, hey, I'm Iowa. I'm from Memphis. Where you from? Like, I'm talking to everybody. I'm speaking to everybody. And I've met so many people, and like the other day, somebody was talking about food. And I don't know if you guys know, but I have a catering business, and I like cook
We
for
know.
people.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it's Kyla's Kitchen. And so I haven't done it since I've been in school, but back home, like, I would sell plates. I was cooking, like selling food. Like, I was making money off selling food and doing people's parties and stuff. So the other day, like 2 days ago, somebody was talking about food for their party. And I was like, oh, well, I cater. And they were like, okay, so they got my information, and they want me to cater for their party. And I think it's all just because I'm not afraid to speak. I'm not afraid to talk to people. So I think that's really what it is, like networking and not being afraid to talk to people.
Fantastic, because Kyla, that marketing piece will go great. You never know how it's going to help you be an entrepreneur. Okay, because really, looking at the three of you, and this is something I just believe, none of you are in school just to work for someone else. Everything that you're going to do is going to lead to you having your own. So Naya, you're next.
That's all right.
Hey, to Cody. Mine is like Kyla's marketing or whatever. By me staying home, I had to do like a whole revamp. Like, I was going to be in Chicago, so. But just making sure I keep my connections here, singing at different churches, at different places. Since COVID hasn't happened, that has been slowing down. But I do have somewhere to sing in a couple weeks, so hopefully, that open me up to different more places. And just staying on top of everything. I've been signing up to sing more at church, just so I can stay in that, routine of being on stage, actually being with people.
That's fantastic. I forgot to let the audience know that you are free to ask these lovely ladies questions. And I will try my best to make sure that in the middle of the conversation that I look over to the comment section. But you all, whomever's watching, you are free to ask them a question, or if you just want to follow up, or whatever your comment may be for the young ladies. But I love that you all are being very strategic and what you are doing now to set you up later. And Kyla, I really love that you aren't afraid to speak to others. So many people do not get ahead because they are afraid to simply say hello. Hello goes a long way. And I know when we first moved down south, Sade always talked about how friendly you were.
We used to go
When
to
you
the
guys,
store and somebody thought Kyla was our mom. I was like, remember that? We was
I
at
remember that.
Kroger, I
Like we
think.
was like 12, and they thinking I'm the mama. I'm
She had her shades on and her purse was like this.
like,
yes, that's Tanya's daughter. That's
oh my god.
That's why. But don't be afraid to speak up now. I'm serious because you have some people that are older that do not know how to do that for themselves. They want certain things in life, but they won't ask, so they don't get it. And if you all start now, you won't be afraid. And I don't know if Cody is still on here, but she's someone that is great at when she knows that she deserves more money. She knows how to ask. You have to learn to be assertive as young women. And you all know that, the climate in which we're living in with people of color and what we deal with, it's like we have two things against us, being a woman of color, and that's it, being a woman and being a woman of color, because oftentimes women aren't respected. So there's a way that you do have to assert yourself. And it starts with being able to speak up for yourself and also planning as well. And you all aren't, you're not too early to get a jump start on that, because imagine where you all will be at 28. Kyla, we don't even have to say 28. Imagine what you can do, especially when the world opens up even a bit more with your catering. Now, I didn't know this, but if you had told me that, I would have, we have to add this some kind of way to let people know that are in, because you're in North Carolina. So you don't know who's there that doesn't want to cook. The holidays are coming up. There are birthday parties, all sorts of things. Naya, people have events where they want a singer. They wish that they could sing. You have that beautiful voice. Sade, you have a gift with helping young ladies, get those emotions out. We are living in a time period where all of us need to be able to express ourselves because there's so much going on, and you can get a lot out through writing. So even who y'all hang out with, let me ask y'all this. Do you all hang out with girls, young women, young men who push you into, again, that young woman that you know that you are striving to become? Who are your friends?
See, I was just praying about that yesterday because the only person I really talk to is my roommate, and then I was telling her, I was like, I've been praying that God gives me like a friend that can like push me, because usually I feel like I'm just like the go-to friend, but I don't have friends, so like I'm basically alone. But I know I have faith that God is gonna give me a great friend this school year.
See, for me, y'all know I come from a big family from both sides. So it's like I really don't. You always need a friend. I have one friend. I call her my sister. Her name's Christiana. But I was like, I always have cousins. Like I'll call Sade in a minute if I
We
really
be having
need.
our
We've been
one
there.
man combo.
There, so they're always there for me. Whenever I need a push. Like 2 weeks ago, I was like really. Or was it last week? I don't know. I was like really down, and I was just like, school is not for me. I can't do it. Virtual is just not. I couldn't do it at all. And like I said, I'm like the go-to friend, and I know my other friend, she was going through stuff, so I really didn't like bring it up to her. But she just knew something was off about me, and she just encouraged me. Told me like, you can do it, you can do it. And then all of a sudden, I think me and Sade ended up having our conversation, like our monthly checkup that week. So it was just, good pickup. It reminded me that I do have people on my side.
I want you to never forget that, Janaya, Kyla, and Sade as well. Because again, one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to you all is again because of my age and what I see in women that are older than me, and even the generation that is right up under me, is that you'll have women who will be in a position where they aren't doing well, even mentally, and won't say anything. And that's a horrible habit to create. Like, you don't want pride to set in. Like, I get it. Like I told y'all, I knew y'all were going to come on here, looking fabulous as you all always are, because you're such beautiful girls, and not just outside, but your inside, you're such beautiful young ladies to me. But you have people that will hide who they are because they are trying to project this image to the world. And then it grows as you get older. So if you can understand, if you all can hone in on that right now, when you know that you aren't well, even if it's just one person, like you said, Naya, you have a big family. And if God has just blessed you with a big family where you find a friend in a family member, utilize that, whomever. I assure you all, as mothers, I'm a mother. And for those that don't know, Sade is my daughter. But I've told her before, even if you don't feel comfortable talking to me, talk to someone. Because right now, again, you all are the first like freshman class to come in. And granted, you had some at the end of the school year this past year that had to deal with the pandemic and then school changing. But you all started your college careers off, with virtual learning, and it can be overwhelming. So talk, okay? Don't be afraid to talk about whatever is going on within you. I think we have a question. So I see one, so we're going to put it up there. So Narada wrote, as young Black women, what are some of the challenges you face in today's society, and how do you overcome those challenges? Also, in this new world of social media, does it shape your decision making? So who wants to go? Okay. Go.
I'm going to answer the second question about social media.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So I joined an organization called RHA, which is Residents and Housing Association. And, I basically I'm the president of my dorm hall. Okay. So I'm the president of my dorm hall. Like, they selected me to be president of my dorm hall. And, with different organizations, especially starting your college career, like, your record has to be completely clean. Your social media has to be clean. Like, they look for that. And I'm looking to join SGA and do stuff like that. So I'm noticing now, my social media has to be completely clean. Like, everything I do has to be for the world to see. Like, I wouldn't post anything or do anything that I wouldn't want someone to see. So everything I post, I'm very intentional about it. And
That's great. Naya or Sade, you both can answer both parts of the question or the first part. Do you need me to show it again?
For the second question, from a young age, Dad has always taught us as a family that people watch us. I think he learned that from when y'all were young, being a tie, everyone's always on your neck. So
in your face, dang,
yeah,
bad.
So when I did get on social media, definitely when I finally decided that I wanted to be an artist, it is very important that you keep all your social media looking professional, or wherever you go. Even when I go to the store, I don't try to look up totally a mess, but try to keep myself a little bit together, because somebody will always stop me. Oh my God, you know Hebron, or you're part of the Todd family, and I'm like, yeah, that's me. But so yeah, you have to keep your social media together. Or even for applying for college, I had to link my Instagram, my Facebook, my everything on there, so they can go over it to make sure that I would get that extra scholarship. For the first question, some challenges I face today. Okay, I recorded my first song, and I went to this dude. I'm not gonna name him, but he's known in Mobile, for the recording and everything. I was recommended to him, and I went and I recorded. I paid and everything, and he told me to let him know when I needed the tracks and everything, because I was gonna send in the song for my portfolio for school. Texted him, I was like, hey, can you send over the tracks? How the song going? And he's a busy dude, and he was like, I'm busy this weekend. I'll get back with you next week. Okay, it's fine. 2-3 weeks passed by, didn't hear from him, but he was posting on social media. So it was new to me. This was my first song, and so I was just be like, okay, let's just be chill. Let's just go to him professionally again and just ask. But he just wasn't treating me like how a customer should be treated. Definitely a pain.
Right.
And I always remember Dad always tell me, definitely in the music business, it's tough out here, and I didn't know I didn't know that God would put me through that, like for my first song. And it um it kind of, I'm thankful for it now, but at the moment I was upset because I was like, was this a sign for me to stop singing, or am I not ready for the business or whatever? Because the dude was like, wasn't giving me no respect at all. I wouldn't hear from him, and so I had to turn over to my dad, and I was like, okay, I need you to put your foot down or something. And my dad gave him a call, and like a week later, I got everything that I needed. So that was something I faced. That's the challenges I face as a Black woman in my industry.
Sade, which part did you want to respond to?
I'll respond to the second one. Well, I don't think social media really changed any of my decisions or anything, because I mean, all of my social media is pretty. It's open now, but it usually always been private. So I only follow people that I know. So I'm pretty much just my cell phone there. I don't hear anything.
But are you conscious of what you put on social media, Sade? Especially think about when the pandemic first hit, how you were, how you began the journaling series. Because again, social media, we can project different aspects of ourselves, be it positive or negative. So were you strategic in your thinking what you put on there, especially because of the audience that you were trying to attract?
Not really.
You weren't?
No. Because what I post is nothing to really think about. Is it going to affect it? Like, it's nothing serious to me.
It's nothing serious to you.
I'm saying like what I post, so I don't think about, is this going to affect this, because I know it doesn't.
Okay, so you're still thinking about it though, Sade. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I can see what Sade's saying. Like, Sade, are you trying to say like you don't really? I don't know, but for me, it's kind of like, yeah, I think about it.
I don't think twice about it.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how to describe it.
I think maybe too, because you all already know. I think subconsciously it's there.
Yeah.
You don't think twice about it because subconsciously it's there. Now, I know all of your families. 2 of you I'm related to. Kyla, you still family to me. So I think that is there. You may not say it, but that thought is there, because how is this going to affect those that are around me? Because you all know the families that you come from, if you put something outrageous on social media, we're going to call you out on it.
Right.
Although you're 18, because here's the thing. There's still this level, like I talked earlier about that balance. Like, you didn't ask your mom for permission to get the tattoo. You just informed her. And even me at 40, there's still certain things that I wouldn't say or do around my grandmother because of the respect that I have for her. And then again, myself. And I think that that's part of it. I mean, Sade, come on. You put things on social media, and what have I done? I text you if something wasn't grammatically correct. I would text her like, could you please fix that contraction? I know it used to irritate you, but no, you care about how you're presented. So we said all of that. So you guys, let me ask you this. Right now, what is your main focus for yourself? And I know we're talking about a living legacy, but what's your main focus for you right now? Is it just getting through this first semester of college? Because you all should be wrapping up shortly, right? Trying to get through that.
I just keep telling myself, I just got to get through. Just let me get through, Lord.
But even here right now, you all can even build a support system now. You know what I mean? Outside of your other friends. And that's something I want you all to consider as well. Think broader, because oftentimes we can become narrow-minded because we're around the same type of people. And so then it doesn't open you up. And again, I'm going back to what you all are working on as students now. You know, Naya, even I'm sure with you being a singer, you listen to all types of music. Okay, because we've seen people cross over into other genres because they open themselves up to listen to something different or put themselves around someone else Kyla, even with your cooking, you know, being around different people, you're going to pick up from different cultures. Mm-hmm. And I think something too, like, you know, I've said this before, you know, the Black culture, we have cultures within our culture. Mm-hmm. And so, like, you know, everybody don't make macaroni the same. Right? Everybody grew up eating it differently, you know, and I don't want to call it the right or the wrong way, but we all have cultures within our culture. And so it's just really broadening yourselves to other possibilities, to other people. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's something to think about. So when we start talking about like legacy, what do you want people to remember you by? Like, what do you want your mark to be on this earth? What would you all say that is for you?
Someone that encouraged other people, helped, it left a positive impact. That's pretty much it.
Shada, you usually are far more talkative, so I see that you're being very reserved right now. Okay, Kyla and Janiyah.
Janiyah, you can go
first. Kind of like Sade. I just want people to know, you know, how can I work this? Yeah, I don't know. Just a question. I'll speak after Kyla.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to leave a positive impact. And growing up, like my grandma has a nonprofit, and I've been around it my whole life. And like I know my grandma's like, I feel like everybody in Memphis knows my grandma for like, you know, doing things for the youth and just giving back and just leaving an impact. So I kind of want to do the same thing. Like I've always worked with you know, kids and people my age. Like I'll be working with people my age and they'll think that I'm older just because of how mature I am. So I just want to make sure that, you know, I give back to my community and the youth and just leave a lasting impact.
Fantastic. Naya, you ready?
What they said. I feel the same way though, for real. I really
okay.
Mm-hmm. Just make sure that I left a good positive impact.
Mm-hmm. And I believe that you all will. What I will tell you all is this, and we have another question, and I'll put it up in just a moment, is that accountability is so important. That's why I asked you all earlier about who are your friends, because you have, and I'll tell you all this, as you get older, you will start to define friendship differently. What may be, you know, some of your, something that's on your list as far as friendship now, it may change over time. But I will say this is that you want to make sure that you're around people that are going to push you towards what you so desire to do in your life. And so whatever it is that you are desiring to do in your life, if the people around you are going to steer you away from that, change the group that you're with. Always be around people that are going to challenge Janiyah, Kyla, and Sade to become what they desire to become. And don't be afraid of the fact that it may change along the way. Because at 18, this is probably what you want to do now. And at 25, you may decide, you know, I really want to go in this direction. And that's okay as well. So one of the questions is, what do you hope to accomplish this year?
This year,
that I finished through the semester. Through the semester strong, you know, even though it's not how I turned out. Well, I hope that it would. I hope that it would be, but that I finished the semester strong, and I need to be more active on my social media. I'm getting better.
Okay.
That's one of my accomplishments.
For this year, like 2020, I hope to, of course, like Janiyah said, finish this semester off strong, join more organizations. But like for my freshman year, just period, I hope to, you know, make more connections with people and join SGA so that I can, that's all I can really say right now. I can't say too much. But,
okay.
Yeah.
I can't say too much too, but I hope to start my second business, but I won't say what it is. But
Okay.
I also plan on to have a 4.0. So I'm trying to bring up these two B's that I had. That's
Period.
just sitting there. But that's pretty much it. And work during Christmas break. That's it.
Mhm.
Okay. You all have another question as well. So, do you feel that you've made an impact during your short time at college?
Mm.
Mm,
I don't think, not like fully, but I have noticed. I've always known that my voice is very mature for my age, and I'm not the type of person to be showy about it. So I start off the semester with, like having my camera off, always being mute and not really being talkative. But when they started making like a requirement where I had to turn on my camera and I had to start singing for real for people, um, people started, like inboxing me and asking me for different techniques or how do you do this, how do you do that, and I take a vocal techniques class, and she asks who wants to perform, and I perform for everyone, and everyone, like, started. After that, it was just like all the eyes were on me, like starting to ask
Mhm.
me more questions, and I noticed my professors are starting to call me out more because people, are starting to know me more. So whenever I'm talking, people start, actually listening. So I guess I'm starting to become back. But
You are. Don't say you guess. You are.
yeah.
You are.
Sade.
Huh?
Sade, you're next.
Okay,
You
I'll
are.
go next.
Funny.
I don't really know if I have.
Okay, so I'm going to
I mean,
challenge you
I'm
there
usually
because Tanya just wrote, Sade, keep in mind that a simple conversation can have an impact on someone.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, mom, you didn't let me finish. But I was gonna say, like, I have talked to a couple people and they never like actually told me that I have, but we had some good conversations. But I feel like next semester I'll be more outgoing. Like me and my roommate, we force ourselves to like stay on a plaza kind of late because I'm usually just in my room or with her. And if I'm speaking to somebody, it's probably quick. But that's it.
Um, I don't. Yeah, I think I probably have made an impact, just like my mom said. Conversation. Um, there's been plenty of times like I'll just be walking, like I said in the beginning, like I'm talkative. I like to talk. I'm always speaking to people, and like it was once somebody was like, "Hey," like they was kind of shocked that I spoke, and I was like, "Hey, I'm just introducing myself," and they were like, "Well, people don't really speak and stuff like that." So, yeah, I guess I may have made an impact. Like, I don't know.
I think too, Sade, let me just say this. Sometimes we can forget the accomplishments that we've made. And it kind of goes
Yeah.
back to you, Naya, like understand like you want to be humble, but at the same token, don't forget those great moments that you have because sometimes we can minimize our impact on others. And Sade, even with you doing your blog, like you don't know who may watch that, but you're encouraging some young girl to go to school. She may look at your vlog that you had with your dorm room and go, "Oh man, I want to have that." Do you know what I'm saying? Like what we may not think is huge is a big deal to someone else. Something came
Like,
to you?
Yes. Okay.
hey,
Okay.
Okay. So, like, the percentage of out of state students at my school is like 16%. So
Okay.
I'm from Memphis. Y'all know that's far from North Carolina. So a lot of the seniors at my high school now that were juniors last year, they always looked up to me as like their big sister and everything. And like I don't know if like Sade follows me on social media. Like I'm big on my school. Like any chance I get to post something about my school, I'm posting it. Or like if I'm taking a picture outside or something, like I'm tagging my school and everything. So a lot of the seniors from that went they go to the high school that I graduated from. A lot of them are trying to come to NCAT now, and like they're applying, and then they'll text me like, "Hey, I just got my application back," or "I sent my stuff in, I'm waiting for my transcripts to get there." So I think I probably made an impact on them, like with really pushing going to HBCUs and getting out of state. So I think I probably made an impact on a lot of the seniors from my high school.
Fantastic. This is great.
I forgot.
Something else came here. Fantastic.
Yeah, because like you said, I don't really keep tabs on what I have done or sometimes I'll do it and then it just goes to the back. But I know for like my YouTube channel, now I have my social media and stuff like public so people can see that I don't know, which is out of my comfort zone. But a lot of people, they'll inbox me or Snapchat me and be like, that really inspired me to, especially with like, I guess me uploading about God speaking to me, and it made some younger girls think to themselves that they can do too. Because I know when I was younger, I was kind of afraid of what people might think, or they might not accept God. So I would probably just keep to myself about my faith. But now that I'm older and wiser, I start talking about it if God placed it on my heart, which is important because I believe like if we're obedient, it could it's not only for us but for somebody else. So if somebody see me doing what God told me to do, it's gonna make them think back and be like, okay, I should do it too. So now I try and keep that in the back of my mind.
Fantastic.
But that's it.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
You're done. Okay. So another question for you ladies is, where do boys come in?
Kyla.
Don't get quiet. We know they're there.
Okay, I have guy friends, but I feel like they know not to try to cross that line, because I'm not even thinking about that. This is my freshman year of college. First of all, everybody's not on campus, so I don't know what everybody looks like. I don't know where everybody is. So I feel like I need to get 2 years in before I start thinking about that. Guys. Yeah. We can be friends. We can hang out. But
yes, balance that out.
I'm at home, so and most of my friends are going to school.
Personal question.
What you say?
I said they were asking personal questions.
Right.
Boys are boys.
I have a couple guy friends here, but like Kyla said, they know not to cross that line, and we've been friends since freshman year, so of high school. But yeah, I'm not on campus, so I wouldn't even try to start with somebody that goes there or no. But that's not even my focus. I have too much on my plate right now. Yes.
Well, I have a boyfriend, so I don't speak to anyone on campus.
That's right. Oh,
you're too
bad.
Shut up.
So do you feel like you do a great job of balancing?
Well, yes, and right now he's at basic training, so I have these 2 months really to myself, which isn't bad to me.
How was it at first?
Okay, so at first, I had my little tears or whatever, but I kind of was embracing that he was leaving because I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm good at balancing my relationship with him in school. So it's actually good that he's kind of gone, I guess. So really, I'm just focusing on myself. And I'm usually busy throughout the day doing work. So I don't really miss him that bad since I can write letters to him. But at first it was kind of different. But I'm getting kind of used to it. It's been a month.
Okay, so this is not my last question, but it is one of my, we're getting towards the end of it, but all of you are big sisters. So I know earlier I asked you all about, who influences you. Do you all feel that it is your responsibility to be a positive influence on your younger sisters? All of you are big sisters, to some young ladies. So who wants to start that
I'll
off?
answer it.
Okay.
I think it's important, and I know for me, like I try and be as transparent with
Mhm.
not only my sister, but I have a lot of little cousins. So I'm pretty much open about like the mistakes that I made, so that they don't, you know, do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's important when you have younger sisters or cousins that you're open and honest with them, because I feel like a lot of times some adults, they try and, I guess, not be transparent, or just only show who they, or only tell who they are now instead of what they
Mm-hmm.
how they were before. And
Yes.
when you keeping secrets and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
then your daughter or your niece or whatever, she's kind of confused as to why she's doing the same things that you were doing. That's why I feel like it's important to, when like, to tell them when they're young, you shouldn't do this or that because this could happen.
Okay.
So I try and do that with my sister and my cousin.
Okay.
Yeah, I try to do the same with my little sister parenting. Like I don't know. I feel like as the youngest, as a like one of the younger siblings, it's probably easier for them to, talk about things because they know that they can come to us like as big sisters. Whereas when we were younger, well, especially like me, I'm the oldest, so I didn't really have anybody to talk to except my parents. So I feel like I want to, it's important for me to, make that relationship with her so she's comfortable to come talk to me.
Um, Same as them. I just try to be honest with them. I also tell them some mistakes like I did. I mean, some mistakes that I've done. I've noticed like today. I was just telling my Snapchat today. It's crazy. I looked up. Zion was in the corner of my room, literally like watching
I
me
can
do my hair and stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh! Like every time I look up, one of them is always in my face. I have two younger sisters that live in my house, so like literally one of them is always in my face. Or and then 2 seconds later, Kaylee came in and was like, does this outfit go together? You wore something like this last week. And I'm like, girl, like, so today, like, it really opened my eyes that they're really, like, looking at me at what I'm doing. So, yeah, I think it's very important to make sure that you're positive around them and just be open with them.
Well, I'm glad that you all said that because your sisters do look up to you. And I am going to have them come on and tell you what you all mean to them. Oh, uh-huh. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I'm adding Sanaa. Sanaa, you're added to the line. I'm adding Karen.
Hey, Kay.
Oh, you guys look so pretty.
I'm waiting on
if
my
Kaylee come on here.
Zion and Kaylee to come on.
Hi. I haven't seen you in so long.
Hey,
I
y'all.
know.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
guys.
Carrington.
Hey, Carrington.
Hey y'all.
Hey, Goober.
Y'all used to be the best friends. Look at her.
Kyla, remember they beat us in the dance contest?
They beat us in the dance contest.
We sure
Yeah,
did.
that Aisha.
Oh my god.
And we have that on video. So they weren't able to hear you. I don't know if they were able to hear you. They were in the green room, but I wanted your younger sisters to come on and tell you all how you all are an influence to them. And this is why I told you all in the email that you begin your legacy now. And I know that you all have women that you admire and you look up to, but also being reminded that there are young ladies that are looking up to you as well. You know, this is how you reach back and you help the next generation. And it really starts with the people that you live with, that you are connected with. So Carrington, I'm going to let you go first and tell your sister Kyla what she means to you and how she has influenced you.
Hey Kyla.
Hey, Kaylee.
Well, you influenced me by just always being there for me to talk to you about stuff, and you're always trying to help me. And I could come to you about different things, and you just give me advice on the right things to do, or if you think, or you give me advice that I really like having to ask for it, and you buy me things all the time and spoil
You're
me.
spoiled.
And I really like that and appreciate it. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for doing all that and always helping me out. And I can come to you about anything.
That is wonderful. So, hold on, I gotta let Zion come in. Zion, say hi. I didn't see you on the bottom. So we have Zion and Kaylee on for Janaya as well.
Hey y'all.
Okay, so Sanaya, it's your turn. You can talk about what your sister means to you.
Okay. Well, Sade, I just want to say that I'm blessed to have you as my sister. You always strive to make the right choices. You are very compassionate in other people, even if it's not reciprocated back to you. You set examples not only for me, but for other young girls, and it's very inspiring. I just want to say that I'm very proud of you. I love you, and I'm very proud of the woman that you have become.
Thank
Amongst
you.
other things.
All right, Zion and Kaylee, it's your turn. Talk to Janaya. Tell
I'm not
your
crying.
sister what she means to you.
I feel like you're a big influence on me, and now that I've gotten older, I'm like seeing a lot of more things and experienced a lot of more things, and I always like come to you and talk about it, and it's nice having like a big sister to talk to things, but to talk about things with, and I always look up to you and like what you do ever since I was younger. Ever since I was younger, everything you done, always do it in like the same age you've done it,
Yes.
which is kind of weird, but I always do that. But I love you and I'm very proud of you. Well, since I'm not like there with you, I'm kind of like you're kind of like 2 years, more than 2 years. Since you were little, since we all were little, you've always never complained about anything. You always let us get more than what you have. Everything was never a problem with you. You're always quiet, even though when I come over, you always get tired of me. I mean, I still gotta enjoy while you're here, because when you're gone, it's gonna be something different. You're not gonna be here anymore. You're not gonna be driving us no more. It's gonna be Zion driving us everywhere. Everything's just gonna be a little different, and I want to say when you leave, hope you have the best time and don't be doing too much and stuff. Be safe out there in Chicago. Love you.
Oh, you guys can wave to your younger sisters. Thank you, Zion, Kaylee, Carrington, and Sanaa for coming on. I'm going to let you guys leave so I can finish with your sisters. Thank you so much. You guys, you see that? How, really now what's hilarious is that they all had sent in a video and the video would not work at all when I was trying to add it to the stream. So right before you guys got on the Sade, that's why I had to keep putting you on mute. I was calling them like, I need you to come on.
I was talking to myself.
What?
She just ignored me like.
Look at Tina. But I did that because I wanted you all to see the importance of what you are doing now and how it is affecting someone else. Okay, it's not, I know you have to focus on you, but it's just not always about you. And if you all can understand that now, what you do not only affects you, but it's going to affect everyone around you. And it can affect everyone around you for years to come, but most importantly, you. So my last question as we get ready to head out of here, I always like to ask this question to everyone. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for in your life?
I'm grateful for family. I'm like very big on family. I think it's in as I got older and I noticed how people don't have big families, like my heart really went out to them because I was like, dang, like I really love how there's a lot of us and like how we're all connected. I'm very grateful for family. I'm grateful for just life, period. A lot of people, they struggle through things that you don't know of, and for us, I mean, we really don't struggle like how other people do. And I'm grateful for my voice. It carries me through a lot of nights, a lot of days, through a lot of stuff.
I love that.
I'm grateful for
I was
family.
gonna say the same.
Oh,
Wait, go.
you want me to go?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm grateful for family as well. I have kind of a big family also. I'm grateful just for, the opportunities that I've had in the past and the many opportunities that I know I'm going to have coming soon. And I'm just grateful for life and just grateful for the many blessings that I've had and that I know I'm going to continue to have.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just grateful to be on this show with you ladies tonight. Yeah.
Fantastic. Sade?
Okay. I was gonna say family. You guys are like pros.
I think that's your end. Just talk. We can see you though and hear you.
Okay. I was gonna say family as well, and I was also gonna say I'm thankful for the mistakes that I made because they really helped me to come back stronger. And also I'm grateful for coming across the people that I came across, especially at school. Every year except for my senior year, I was like the new girl, and I always build relationship with other people, and I feel like that really helped me to understand other people's situation. And yeah.
Well, I will tell you all this. I am grateful that you all are a part of my life. My life is blessed because I know you. And I just want you all to remember this conversation that you had on tonight. Remember who you are, where you come from. And again, you all are at that age where the split happens. Everything that has been instilled in you, it is now your turn to allow those things that's been placed in you, like you show it out in the way in which you show up in the world. But also, with that, going back to that broader sense, you're putting yourselves in a position to gain and glean from others, okay? Because right now is a critical time. And I know, Kyla, your grandmother asked about the boys. She threw that question there for you all because so many young women and young men, they get themselves lost at this age when they start having these relationships. Build your relationship with God, build your relationship with you. Above all, know you. Gain a great understanding of yourself before you can really understand others. So I thank you all so much for coming on. I want you all to know this. At some point, I am going to do a Women's Champ show where it's going to be women coming on talking about their different business ideas that they have, and again, everything that you all have said is a business. You all can totally market yourself. So just know that I will be reaching out to you because again, Janai, a lot of people are going to be getting married. There'll be a lot of other celebrations and they need some beautiful voices to be there. Kyla, they're going to need a caterer, all these birthday parties, everything. Sade, like even now, we lost her. Let me try to get her back in. Hold on. Okay, there she goes. So Sade, even with you with the journaling, that's something that you can do you can offer that for 30 minutes a day. Some parents don't know what to do with their children during all of this virtual learning. Kids get bored. It's something that you can offer. Every last one of you has something to offer. So just know I'm going to have you back on the show at some point, okay, to talk more about what you were doing. Because again, you all are talking about somebody being a boss. You all can be a boss while you are in college. You do not have to wait until you graduate, okay? And still continue to be an inspiration. Thank you all for coming on. This has been a wonderful conversation. Don't hang up just yet, but do say bye to the audience.
Bye, guys.
Don't forget to like and share. I'm so sorry I didn't have everything on there, but I want everyone that is watching, thank you all for joining us tonight. I didn't show any of the little tickers that you can follow us on social media, especially Relationship Entertainment Television. This is why we're able to be on here tonight. We're trying to get enough people to subscribe, to like and share RETV. So please, ma'am, please, sir, if you have not already, please subscribe to the Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel. And until next time, please be safe and be great.